Hello, family, friends, and YouTube. Well, today I thought, since a lot of you have asked, what exactly do I use to clean Snowee, which is my 2024 Honda Gold Wing, and what kind of chemicals do I put on it? How do I keep her looking in mint condition? And I thought, well, let me show you the chemicals I use. And I think some of the products may surprise you, but they work like clockwork to me. They're perfect to me, and I haven't had a problem. And matter of fact, I used many of these products on my old Camaro, and I kept it in mint condition, not a scratch, not a scratch. So what do I do before I get ready to buff out this bike? So I've finished cleaning it and all that, and now I'm going to do some buffing and all that stuff. But let's go over to the table, and let's just look at some of the just basic cleaning materials that you would use, that I use, the only things that touch my bike, and I'll share that with you. All right, first thing we'll start with is we'll start with the all-purpose cleaner. This right here is in my trailer. This is also on my bike. At all times, I have this. Every time I stop and wipe down my bike, I use this on everything. You don't need to use it technically on the rims unless you've got most of your brake dust and stuff clear. But anyway, this right here you use. It's a spray away, world's best glass cleaner. It's a foaming action and ammonia free, streak free shine. So basically when you use this, it creates enough slick surface that you don't have to worry about getting those spider web looks on your paint job or anything. This encapsulates pretty good. It keeps the surface pretty slick. But also, for many of you that are looking for the world's best debugger to get the bugs off your bike, you shake this can up, and then when you spray it, it sprays a white foam. Let that white foam dissipate. It takes about less than a minute and a half. Let it slowly dissipate, and then you take a microfiber rag to your bug guts, and they just wipe off like butter. I don't care how long they've been sitting on your bike. They wipe off like butter. This is an all-purpose, what I use for everything. Then let's say I drove down a gravel road, or I've been riding all week long without doing much wipe down, and the bike is very dusty, and I want to rinse it off. Well, instead of spraying a water hose on my bike, unless I've got major clumps of dirt, I simply put one cap of this right here, Ultimate no rinse, wash and shine. Okay, this right here, this product right here. I put one cap to 1 gallon of distilled water. And then I shake it up, and it'll turn this little powder, it'll be a powder bluish color. And then I will apply that by putting it in here. And this is a pump up sprayer. And then I just hose down the bike. Parts that I want to spray down with this sprayer, this does it all right here. Just spray it on down and rinse it. And as soon as I rinse it, if I want to, while it's wet, you can use this specialized sponge that's designed to catch little fibers. But you can use this sponge right here and take another gallon of distilled water, put a cap in it, and put it in a bucket, and put you a little grater at the bottom of the bucket. So get this wet, rinse it, wipe your bike, and you don't have to worry about it. Everything gets encapsulated by this no rinse, and nothing scratches. Nobody likes a paint job, especially if you have a dark colored bike. No one wants their black or their dark blue or anything like that to have these little spider webs. So this does not produce any of that. This protects you from it. Now, of course, the all-purpose best stuff, super clean. That's the best stuff for underneath your engine and for your brakes, your wheels. The brake dust does build up, and then that stuff takes it right off. So you use that on your rims only. Now, let's say, for example, for whatever reason, that you decide you want to bring out a special shine, like I had to do, because when I rode through a bunch of white clay, I had to take pretty much almost all my protection off my bike to get rid of that stain. Well, then you would follow that up with this product right here. And this is just a light cutting. That's what I like about Meguiar's. Meguiar's Mirror Glaze 205. It's 4. You want to be 4 and under, because if you're just wanting to take out those spider webs off that you may have from using hard rags or whatever, use this right here. Use your little buffer, whatever buffer you have. I like the little buffer right here. This works great. You know, it has variable speeds. You know, there's one. It goes up to 7, but I don't use 7. I use 5 and sometimes 6. But anyway, when you turn it off and turn it back on, it goes back to 1. Nobody really cared about that, but I thought I would just bring that up. So we're back to this right here. You use this compound, put it on a polishing brush, and then just do overlapping strokes. You could see many videos out there on how to best polish it, but use overlapping strokes and bring out your shine back to glass looking. But now once it's glass looking, you want to remove all residue. And this is how you do the residue, is you take isopropyl alcohol. People call it IPA. I call it IPO. But you will take, I got here 70%. I fill it into this bottle. And then I fill the bottle halfway up. And then the other halfway I fill with distilled water, not regular water, distilled water. The purpose of distilled water is so you don't have those minerals that create your spots. But anyway, and I have it -50. That means whatever I do, I want my rinse off with alcohol, I want it to be lower than 50%, but higher than 20%. So basically 35 is a sweet number. So if you fill this half and then fill half with 70% of the alcohol, then you basically got 35%. Somewhere in that neighborhood. It's not exact science. I know it sounds like it would be, but this basically comes at 70%. If it came at 100, we'd be able to do it correctly. But anyway, if we just, for the sake of this video, we'll just cut it in half. We'll say that our cut is like 35% alcohol, which is good. We're under 50, which is what we want. Now we use that and we wipe off the surfaces, get all of the surfaces, because we just buffed that compound and we made everything look like glass. Now that we have everything look like glass, we have to put some kind of protection. Many of you use waxes and things like that. I use this product here. Now this is from Wolfgang. I swear by this product. It is deep gloss paint sealant. Okay. Now you can put a wax or whatever you would like, or a topper on it after you do this. But this is what I like so much about this, is you simply put it on a pad and then you lightly rub it all over the surface. Let it dry for 20 minutes. Then come back with a fiber towel and microfiber towel, and then just wipe it off. And you have 6 months of protection. That's right, 6 months of protection. There's the product right there. And you talk about making your bike look like glass. That will definitely do the trick. I think I want to go ahead and show you the spraying of my all-purpose cleaner, because as I said before, this is the #1 thing you need. This is what you should be wiping your bike every day with. Every part of your bike can be wiped with this. This is perfect, and this is cheap, and it works for bugs. It works for all of that stuff. So I'm amazed by this, but I've been using it for many, many years, and this does not take off any of your protection or anything like that. So maybe that's why I have my sealant on the bike, and that's why I wipe down every day with this glass cleaner. After every ride, I pretty much wipe the bike down. I know, a little crazy, but that's what I do. So let's go over and apply it just so I can show you how it works. All right, as I said, as you can see here, I have the cleaner, and I'm just going to show you that you shake it up and you spray it like so. And as you can see, it just turned everything white. Now, if you were dealing with bugs, we would wait. We would wait a little while. We would wait for that to slowly start. As you can see, it's slowly starting to fade away. And as it, probably a minute would be more than enough. And once we get there, then we wipe it down. But now I'm telling you, when you'd wipe it down, if you had bugs on here, they would just fall off right now. Everything would just fall off. And that's all you do with this, is you just simply wipe. Now I wipe my entire bike with this. Every day, all the time, everywhere I ride, this is getting wiped on. The great part about it is it's no streak. So that after you wipe everything that you're wiping on this bike and you get done and you say, okay, that's good enough. I'm gonna stop right there. Trying to make sure I don't have that light glare to the camera. But once you get done and you say, all right, that's good enough. And you'll see the little streaks that look like they're streaks. Give it a minute and they go away because it's streakless. It works great on everything. Everything on your bike, you can make it look new. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. That's all you use. Spray and wipe, spray and wipe. So I hope you found this video a little informative. We're at the winter time right now. It's 30, I think it's 32 degrees outside. So not riding today. And I thought I'd do a quick indoor video on little touch-ups. How to do little touch-ups. Again, carry that spray. Spray it on whatever you want. Wipe off your seats. Wipe off anything. And it doesn't cause any damage. It will not remove any of the protection. It's an outstanding product. And I'm not endorsed by that company in any kind of way. And if I was, they would have to send me cases of this stuff because I use it on my trailer. My trailer is called Tagalong. I use it on my trailer. I use it on everything. Believe it or not, it's also, I have cherry cabinets in my kitchen, and I actually use it on the cherry cabinets. And been using them on cherry cabinets now for, I don't know, 5 or 6 years. Cabinets look great. So it's not harsh. It doesn't scratch. Hit it while it's foamy, and it makes the surface slick. And again, those are the chemicals that I use on my bike, and no other chemicals. So anytime you see my bike, no other chemicals touch my bike. That's exactly the only chemicals that I use. And distilled water is a big deal because all the minerals, all the heavy contaminants and stuff have been removed from that water, so you don't get those spots. So when you're washing and people that want to use the rinseless, now it says rinseless, which will throw you off half the time because it's basically you spray it on in a misty, and then you start to wipe with that rinseless, and everything just washes right off. And then it's designed so that you can do an after spray and just walk away and leave it. Of course, we all dry it, but you don't have to. You can it be rinseless. I don't get that name. Bottom line is, keep your bike dry. Stop spraying water hoses over everything and under everything and then having to blow everything out. It's aggressive. It leaves water where you don't want water to be. But I'm not here to lecture you. I'm telling you what I do with my bike, and I hope it will help you. Hope it'll save you some time, trouble. So until next time, just live your life. Snowee and I would like to thank you for watching our video. We're a small YouTube channel. We do this for fun. And we have basically content in 6 different categories. We have motovlogs, quick thoughts, Gold Wing flybys, maintenance, product reviews, and spotlight locations. Although we do this simply for fun, we ask that you help support our channel by simply going to Cruiseman's Garage and supporting his. We are part of the Cruiseman's 100,000 subscriber campaign. So we ask that you help us get Cruiseman to 100,000 subscribers.